So why choose a SigEnergy system? Let me explain. So because every battery is modular, for the unlikely reason that something was to happen, if you had two batteries here and one battery went down, the other battery and inverter wouldn't be affected because each battery's got a BMS inside, which is a battery management system, which means that you wouldn't lose the whole system. And it also means it's really easy. Once you want to add the battery, it's not an expense of adding another inverter or another battery or another big battery. You can just add one more 9 kilowatt if you was needing it, or another 6 kilowatt hour battery. So the other thing about it is we're obviously got this insulation on the side of the property here on the outside. So in the winter months, these batteries have got built-in heat pads to keep them above temperature so it doesn't suffer from the cold air. And we've also got a fire prevention module inside, so if anything, unlikely reason that something was to happen, it would extinguish itself. One of the other key benefits to the SigEnergy system that we absolutely love as installers, and it's great for the homeowners, is once it's installed and it's all been set up, you put it into like AI mode and it will just run itself and make you the money. You don't have to set timers, or in the winter start to do your overnight charge, all that sort of stuff. It will take the weather into account, decide, you tell it what tariff you're on, and then it will do all the calculations for you and work out if it's going to charge from the grid, not charge from the grid. Like for example, this customer's going to move to Octopus Flux, so between 2 and 5 they'll get cheap electricity. What that will mean is the SigEnergy system, the AI will look what the weather's going to do the next day, and it will start to learn the usage patterns. And if it realizes that tomorrow's Sunday morning and they use a lot of electricity, the SigEnergy system will look at the weather, decide that tomorrow is raining, and then charge the battery for you from the grid. And then that way it saves you buying the more expensive electric during the daylight or peak hours, if you like. So you might be wondering, how long is it going to last? Well, it comes with 10 years warranty out the box, and then you can extend it for a further 5 years. It's around £200 to £300 per module to extend it for a further 5 years. And you can do that on the inverter and the battery. And the other side to it is it's got 10,000 life cycles, which in realistic terms, if you do one life cycle a day, is about 27.5 years of life cycles. That doesn't mean when it gets to 10,000 life cycles, it has a birthday and turns off. It will continue to still operate. It just wouldn't be as efficient as it was when it first came out the box. So you might be wondering if you can only install it on a new system. You can actually install this on a system that's already got panels, i.e. the fit tariff, and put this alongside it. So the AI and everything would still work the same, especially if you've got an electric vehicle tariff, but the AI in it will all work exactly the same. We can just program it and tell it that you've got existing panels, and then it will operate exactly the same. The other nice thing is an installer, and we offer lifetime support on all our systems that we install, that we have full access to the systems remotely as well as yourselves, so we can see exactly what's going on with the system at all times, and then we can go in every couple of weeks, check the data, make sure everything looks as it should be and how it was when it first got installed. We can see what the panels are producing and make sure that nothing's happened there. And it's a really nice feature as an installer, and it reassures you as a customer that you're getting looked after. So the other nice thing about SigEnergy is in the event of a power cut, you can actually have backup protection so that you instantly get swapped over to the battery, and you wouldn't know you've had a power cut. It's that quick. And obviously it means that all your appliances, lighting, boiler, everything like that still continues to work. And we have to fit like an external unit. Typically it goes by the meter, and then inside there is like loads of changeover switches, but again, it's all done automatically. The other side to that as well is with the AI function, it knows if we go into a weather warning, it will reserve the battery to make sure that if something was to happen, the battery's got capacity to keep you running. So the other thing with a SigEnergy system is you can actually have 6 9 kilowatt hour batteries, taking you to a capacity of 54 kilowatt hours, and that's per stack. So if you wanted to have another stack, you would just have another inverter and then another stack of 6. So as you can see here, this is the system that we showed you earlier, and it's currently looking at the weather to making sure that we're not going to have any power cuts. It's generating 2.3 kilowatts of solar energy. The home is only using 200 watts, and the battery is at 100%. So it's now sending 2 kilowatts back to the grid. And as you can see on this app, you can exactly see how much energy is being used and where in the home. And then on the production side, you have this graph here, and you can see exactly how much has been produced and how much is being sent back. And as we go down, you can see how much is being consumed and whether it's being consumed from there, self-consumption, or with it from the battery. A little bit further down, you can see how it's charged the battery up. And all through the night, they've stayed at around 60 to 79% throughout the night. And then they went back up to 100% around 10 AM this morning. So this is May. And as you can see, we've got it on AI mode. And this is what, in comparison to from a traditional system, and the difference between having the AI feature enabled. And we can see like nearly every single day, we've saved a minimum of at least £5 in comparison to a normal traditional system. The reason that it's able to do this is because the AI learns exactly when the homeowner is using its energy, and it will sell back to the grid during peak rates so that they earn extra money. The main thing is it's fit and forget, and it's going to save you money.